Made it to Singapore. I've never had my bags cost more than my flight to get here. I'd like to own a piece of the duty-free company. They're like everywhere. So made it to Singapore, and Cynthia is going to show me how to get where we need to go.
Yeah.
So thank you for picking me up.
It's my pleasure.
Hey Mom, this is your video postcard. This is the Arama Hotel where I'm staying. Quite beautiful. Teaching me to iron really paid off. So I'm on the subway headed to a meeting and we run into Richard, who is a fellow Toastmaster. He's not even going to the same meeting.
No, that's a convention meeting.
Tomorrow though,
That's
you'll be there.
You're there.
I am there. So what's the one thing you remember from me saying?
Stage time.
My guide, she's taking me through the jungle of the subway here to figure out my way, and we're headed to Suntec City for Toastmasters tonight, and it is the NUSS club. Does it say Noose?
No.
Cynthia, I know if you're watching, you told this Cynthia that she's supposed to give me a hug, so I thought you would want to see it. So, and she's not a hugger, so this is big for her. So this is from you. Thank you, Cynthia Lay. I missed my iPhone desperately. I have this as a global phone, so I have the old-fashioned one, so it works. All right, so now at this moment I miss AT&T because theirs worked internationally, but this is driving me crazy. I don't know, how did we do this? Anyway, now there's a text message out there that posted everywhere. It just says headed. Where else would you eat before a Toastmaster meeting? I love Singapore. This club is really cool because they get food too. How cool is that? And it's a nice spread. I'm impressed.
Yeah, it must be very interesting. I'm so looking forward to it.
Really good, but you know my rule. Always speak hungry. So that's why I had Subway earlier. Oh well. If you wanted to become a comedian, who would you go to for advice? A comedian! Oh my gosh! Give this man a round of applause. What is your name? This is my Humor 101 CD. You just won it. That is the secrets that's actually a live presentation from my own Toastmaster club where I taught them the secrets of humor that I learned from the comedy world. 10:45 at night, heading back to the hotel. On the subway, I'm exhausted. They're great. Really made me feel welcome. Weird, but I've never ever heard of watermelon juice. That's just, okay, it makes sense. Why wouldn't they make juice out of watermelons? But this is my very first watermelon juice. I love watermelon. Learned something new. I also learned too that in Malaysia, they actually wear the wedding rings on the opposite hands. I always wear my ring on this finger because I'm not married, but over there everybody thought I was married. And it was just interesting to hear a different concept that people, you know, I just thought everyone in the world wore them on the other hand. This is Dayal Kenlani?
Yes, Kemlani.
He was in a speech contest in Kuching, which is in Singapore. No, it's in Malaysia. In Malaysia, when it was one big district back then.
Yes.
And apparently I gave him some coaching back then. But
I did.
You won.
And I won, yes.
You won. Anyway, it's good to see old friends.
Excellent.
Our welcome chair tonight for the Friday night here in Padang.
That's right. It's called Padang. So welcome to Magic on the Padang.
Padang. See, I don't even get English words right, never mind Malay words.
Yeah.
And what does it mean?
City Hall.
City Hall. Welcome to City Hall. This is Stanley doing all the work behind the scenes tonight.
Thank you.
The hardest working man in the room tonight. never know who you'll run into at a district conference in Singapore.
Crazy.
If you don't know, this is Dan Rex. He's the man who runs all of Toastmasters, and for me, a personal friend. I don't know how he feels, but let's not ask him. Personal friend.
It's great to see you in Singapore, Darren.
Yeah, much better.
Round of applause!
Are you convinced?
This is Crispin, and Crispin just told me that he uses my speeches for his club.
Most definitely yes. The students have benefited a lot.
And what kind of students?
University students, yes.
You teach a university class?
I don't teach, I help.
Okay.
I help out there. But you know, all of us benefit from it.
So what do they like about it? The
They like the humor. They like the way you speak, because a lot of them are foreigners. Yeah, a lot of them are from China, and they love the way you speak.
Oh, cool.
I think they find your accent very sexy.
We'll get you a better picture from where we're going for dinner.
Yeah, but it'll be from up there, right?
No, it won't.
It's where the big, huge HR conference is that all the other speakers are speaking at. But inside, there's a skating rink. Nobody's skating, though.
And with his tourist guide, Shirley from
This is
Sheffield.
Shirley from Sheffield. She is the VP of APSS.
But that's only the epicenter. It's all, sorry, me videoing.
I've never seen this part of Singapore.
No.
Beautiful.
People call that, I mean, it's called the Esplanade. Those two, we call it the durians, because there's a fruit here called the durian, and it smells like hell but tastes like heaven, according to the locals.
So that's the top of that building we saw. We're meeting for dinner. These are the high rollers from the APSS conference. There's Ricky.
Hey!
Lenora. There's our president.
Woohoo! Hi, Darren.
Those are actually just like rooms. Even though it looks like a traditional Ferris wheel, they're actually like glass rooms. Really cool.
Group photograph for everybody. Group photo. Right? I'm worried about this. Hi, I'm Ricky.
I'm learning how to say Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Melbourne.
Well done. Congratulations. You should be a speaker. Really.
Ricky is from Melbourne, so she's teaching me how to say Melbourne.
Brother.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
One more.
Okay.
And this is the Trinity, the Trinity of the APSS. The president, Tim Wade, just to give you a closer look. Shirley, who you met earlier as my tour guide.
That was a manual Zoom before.
And I want to say your name properly.
Nishan.
Nishan. He's the memory man. So if you forget anything, we go to him.
That's right.
Definitely.
Just remember Nishan Kasi Batla. You'll be fine.
Shirley's the president-elect, and whatever his name is, I forgot, will be next in line. So he'll be the president-elect next year.
No. He was president last year.
He's the
I'm president this year. He'll be president next year.
All right. Cut. So I didn't say I was very brave. And of course, if you don't know, Scott is the godfather. He's the one who you must kiss his pinky ring. So this is Nishan.
Nishan, you got it right.
Nishan. I finally got it right. Nishan is a memory expert. He's actually not going to be with us this weekend, so I wanted to bring him to you so you could meet him.
Brilliant.
World champion, Guinness Book of World Records?
That's right. I've got a record for memorizing the longest sequence of colors, which are shown to me of only one. So I memorized a sequence of 100 colors. And of course, I'll have other records. Like one of the things is I memorized almost a 2,000 digit number.
Oh, 2,000 digits?
That's right.
I can't remember my room number.
You can, if you actually train your memory. Because anyone can have a good memory if they actually use a little bit of technique.
And what's the one tip you have for us?
The one tip I would say is to have a belief that you have a good memory. Now I see all people telling everyone in the world that they have a lousy memory, and actually becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
My experience with the subway here in Singapore. Very clean, which I've always noticed that about Singapore.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard the Hotel Crew. It took us 10 years to clean it up. You guys see this statue of 5 naked boys? Now this is what life was. Now this is because back in the day, Singapore wasn't named Singapore. It was actually called Singapura. Singapura means Lion City in Sanskrit. Here we only have 2 seasons. It's hot and hotter. North America, South America, Middle East. Stay at the top of the hotel. At about $70 per head, can have a very, very nice. Enjoy yourself and learn something new about Singapore. Do have a question.
Did the riverboat, now we're going to a mall and want to show you what a mall in Singapore looks like. Sim Lim Square. A lot of scooters here and motorcycles.
Somebody obviously knows we're coming because he's waving us.
Correction, it's not a mall, it's actually a mega electronics store. Everything in here is electronics. And they put signs and advertisements everywhere. So I'm about to meet my twin brother, Po Kim Shong.
Hi, brother.
It's my twin brother.
Yes.
We go way back.
Yeah. 2001. Coaching.
Hey, this is the morning. It's APSS live from Singapore, and this is our president-elect, and also running the show today. Correct? Your event, Shirley Taylor.
Shirley
Though I
Taylor.
cannot do her accent. Her and Alan like making fun of me, teasing them. Try. It's quite fun, and
quite
she
fun,
takes it
yeah.
as a compliment.
Oh
I quite enjoy people making fun of my accent.
Yes, that's right.
Enjoys it. What it looks like from up here on stage at the Arma. You may remember Michael Podolinsky from the I Can Change the World Tour, the only person in the world that is more animated than me and owns it on stage.
Well, I don't know if it's more animated. This guy is the real deal.
Annual Convention 2011.
Thank everybody for being here this year. And for everybody joining us, because every single speech mentioned him. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present the second Spirit of Service Award to Mr. Scott Friedman. The founder of NSA, where this all began, was also a world champion. And I don't compare myself to him for a second. I never met anyone jealous in all my travels of my... Here I am at Terminal 6 in Singapore. After a week and a half on the road, 3 countries. Singapore airport is incredibly quiet and calm, which is different from a lot of airports. It was pointed out to me by one of the other speakers. And kind of the baffles in the ceiling must help deflect that. I've never had an inspired sandwich before. It's pretty good, but just not feeling it. Security kept saying, my shoes, my shoes. Kept talking about my shoes. I thought I had to take them. I'm going to take them off? No, no. I like your shoes. Last night, the very last minute when I'm leaving, talked to her, sitting next to her at dinner, and we're on the same flight. She's going to Japan just for the fun of it. And she said, travel tip, the best time to go to a country is right after major devastation. It's cheap. But talk about adventure. She's actually going there with no hotel booked for tonight. Meet the wild woman.
Hi everyone. Life is about travel, so leave the country as soon as possible and don't make any reservations. Because, you know, you gotta live on the edge. But definitely, the place to go is, like where you should go is right after or right before a national catastrophe, because the country is on sale and they need your support. So go to Japan and spend your money.
It is not necessary to check in.
Not quite the peacefulness and serenity of Singapore. I'm back in the U.S.